Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joe Hendy, the Android Authority app guy, and welcome back to Google Play Weekly. So did anyone else notice that the new YouTube update lets you reply to comments now? That made me a happy panda. Also, this week we're going to talk about some Google Play legal problems, a new Angry Birds game that's in the mix, and the potential return of Flappy Bird. If you've been in the market for some cloud storage, then Google Drive just became a much larger target on your radar. It was announced earlier this week that Google Drive's cloud storage will be taking quite the price dive. The new prices are 100 gigabytes for $1.99, 1 terabyte for $9.99, and more than 10 terabytes for just short of $100. Of course, as per the norm, you can still get your customary 15 gigabytes of storage for free permanently just for signing up. These are spectacular prices for cloud storage, and they officially plunge Google Drive into the race for being the cheapest cloud storage available today. If you take into account their many Drive-oriented office tools and their remarkable web and mobile apps, it's really hard not to take Google up on this deal. So far, the reception has been universally positive. Yes, friends, Rovio is at it again with another Angry Birds game. This time, instead of racing or flinging birds, it's going to be an RPG. The new game is called Angry Birds Epic, and according to Kotaku, the game will be out in a limited capacity in Canada and Australia sometime at the end of the week or early next week, with a full release coming down the road. So far, all we know about this game is that it is coming, it is in fact an RPG, and it will be released to Android, iOS, and Windows Phone. Oh, and there will also be in-app purchases. We don't know much else other than that because the only video Rovio has released is a visually boring teaser of a bird in a suit of armor and along with a couple of screenshots. Frequent viewers of the Google Play Weekly show know just how much I love a good RPG, so I'm excited to see Rovio's likely lighthearted spin on the genre. Thanks to Rovio's last title and their penchant for using ridiculous in-app purchases, my expectations are actually quite low, so it may turn out to be pretty decent. So by now, pretty much everybody knows what Quizup is. It's a wildly popular quiz game that came out of practically nowhere. It was released not even a week ago, and it already has garnered over 500,000 downloads and rocks a solid 4.5 rating in the Google Play Store. Since its release, it's already been updated once to allow for art support, improved stability, and slightly different UI layouts. It's been all over social media, and we wouldn't be surprised to see this get several million more downloads. We won't talk about it too much here because I did a review of Quizup a few days ago, and you can find that on the Android Authority YouTube channel. We also did a sort of Let's Play where Josh Vergara and I went head-to-head in a few rounds, and we'll have that video linked up here at the end of this video. It was a lot of fun, so keep an eye out for more of those kinds of videos as well. So yeah, Flappy Bird might actually be coming back. Over the last week, Flappy Bird developer Dong Nguyen sat down with Rolling Stone magazine to talk about his life, his future, Flappy Bird, and other games he's currently working on. Of course, the news that everyone picked up on right away was the hint that Dong may be re-releasing Flappy Bird to the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Now that we have the bad news part of this story out of the way, Dong went on to talk about how he's working on 3 other games, including a cowboy-themed shooter, a vertical flying game, and an action chess game. Thanks to his budding stardom, we've no doubt that all 3 of these games will get prime coverage when they eventually come out, and one is scheduled for release later this month, so keep an eye out for that. And our last bit of news this week, a Northern California mom is suing Google because her kid went nuts with some in-app purchases. Okay, so here's what happened. A kid in California ended up spending a total of $65.95 on in-app purchases in Marvel Run Jump Smash. The child had a 30-minute window after the app was downloaded where a password didn't need to be entered to make purchases, and of course the kid took full advantage of the freedom to spend. Based on this, the mother decided to sue Google to remove that 30-minute window. There was a heated debate for a couple of days about whether or not the lawsuit held any water. Apparently, Google thought it did because the new update to the Google Play Store that's rolling out right now not only has a few UI changes but also makes it easier to remove that 30-minute window. So even if the quote responsible unquote woman was in the wrong by letting her kid play with the phone while unsupervised, it is a problem that should now go away. So who's ready to see some trending applications? As usual, if you want to check any of these applications out, you can find the links in the written companion, which is in the video description below. First up this week is the Minuum keyboard. It has officially left beta with the release of version 2.0. For those who may not remember or don't know, Minuum is a unique spin on a keyboard where you can type a little more sloppy and the app knows what you mean to say. The 2.0 update comes with bug fixes, visual improvements, reduced lag, and more. Consequently, talent for Twitter has also been updated to version 2.0, and with that has come a lot of new features and improvements. Among them are a boatload of bug fixes and performance improvements, better stability, more tweets for tweet marker, a new widget, visual improvements and fixes, and a whole lot more. It hasn't hit its Twitter token limit yet, and it's a great third-party Twitter app if you're looking for one. Banter is a new social network that's kind of a mix between IRC and AOL Instant Messenger. It's a completely anonymous social network where you chit-chat with people who have similar interests as you. Their app for Android is now available, and aside from a few early-day jitters, it appears to be somewhat solid. People are reporting that battery drains quickly, and there are a few features that are missing from the website, but it is usable if you want to try out an old premise wrapped in a new skin. Deadlings is a new side-scrolling platformer available for Android, and it's actually pretty unique. It boasts a more loose and fun style of gameplay and provides a goofy atmosphere that isn't meant to be taken too seriously. There are over 100 levels, 4 different zombies to play, and one-touch controls. It's fun, and it's free with in-app purchases, so it can't hurt to check it out. Just don't hand it off to a kid for half an hour. Threes is a new game for Android that copies the concept of the popular iOS game called Fives. In this game, you're given a grid with a few tiles filled in with 1s and 2s. Your job is to push those together to make 3s, and then the 3s into one another to create 6s, then you push the 6s together to create 12s, and so on and so forth. This continues until you can no longer make any more moves, and the game then ends. It's an addictive little puzzle game that a lot of people seem to be enjoying. For a limited time, you can get it for 33.3% off, which puts it at $1.99. Once again, I'm Joe Hindi, the Android Authority app guy, and this has been Google Play Weekly. Don't forget to check back next week for another episode, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want to follow Android Authority, myself, or the rest of our awesome YouTube team, you can find our social media links in the video description below. If you're hanging out for a minute, we have a couple of awesome videos for you to watch right over there, including a review of the Klipsch earbuds and Josh Vergara's and Mai's head-to-head battle in Quizup. Finally, don't forget to check out the written companion in the video description below for all of the source links and all of the download links. As always, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.